it's campy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's absolutely some of the best ones, like Fright Night. I think Fright Night is looked over a lot because it was low budget, but it was fun. You know, Susan Sarandon's husband was in it, Chris Sarandon, ex-husband, whatever. And it really, other than that, not much of a cast, but it was a good movie all in all. And I wouldn't say super scary, but it was a fun horror flick to watch.
Yeah.
There was no another 80s one, Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one anyway, classic, right? That movie scared the hell out of me the first time I saw it. And then the idea of not being able to fall asleep or you will die, right? I mean, what a terrifying thought to come up with, especially as a kid when I was still kind of young when I saw it. I mean, I remember seeing it at a friend's house and then having to walk home at night in the dark. And even though it was only 2 blocks away, I tell you, we made record time, me and my brother. We flew home. We barely touched the ground because everything we heard had to be Freddy Krueger.
And what's interesting about that, like, Freddy was, like, totally, like, kind of tongue-in-cheek, like, who's your boyfriend now, Nancy? Or, you know, stuff like, you know what I mean? Like, welcome to the big-time bitch, and he throws her to the TV. I mean, but it was creepy, though, dude. Like, he legitimately was scary, you know, even though he was funny.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Well, some of the Jason movies, the Friday the 13th, sorry, Paul, the Friday the 13th ones, I had some funny cousins, and because they were so funny with the girl spraying a little perfume down there because she's getting ready to get busy, the jokes that we would crack while we're watching that movie, but we would still jump out of our skin as soon as, like, you know, Jason comes through the window at you or something else was going on. They were funny and they were terrifying, and it's hard to do that.
And you know what really blows me away about Nightmare on Elm Street is the fact that Wes Craven came up with the idea from the Asian death syndrome. That's where these Asian men, several of them, they would fall asleep and die in their sleep. The ones who survived said that they were having terrible, terrible nightmares. And so there was a bunch of Los Angeles Times articles about it. And from that, Wes Craven goes, hey, I'm going to come up with this Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy Krueger. So that's how that whole thing started.
They did an episode of Quincy on that, I think.
Yes, I heard.
Yeah, I think I heard that same thing you're saying.
Yeah. In fact, almost every horror movie that has a serial killer or something like that was inspired by something that was real. Yeah.
Well, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre was the Ed Gein thing.
Yeah, Ed Gein. Yeah, and Ed Gein. Yeah, Ed Gein. He was the inspiration for 3 horror movies: Silence of the Lambs, Psycho, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh my gosh, Silence of the Lambs. I love it when he goes, there you are in the backseat of your daddy's car with your white trash shoes.
I worked in the movie theater. I had my job in a movie theater when that movie came out. There was a cardboard cutout of him, you know, with the mask on and then the straitjacket. Yeah, it was like a prop that they kept in the movie theater, you know, like the big life-size thing. And when the movie closed, I got to keep that, and I took it home, and I kept it in the bedroom, and my little brothers were too scared to even go in my bedroom because of that thing I had in there. It was, awesome.
He was amazing in that. I mean, the ending of the movie is the best when he's like, don't worry, Clarice, the world's a better place with you in it. I'm not going to hurt you. And he goes, but I got to go now. I'm having an old friend for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Best line of the movie.
Oh, and then also, too, I like Anthony Hopkins when he was talking and said he ate this guy's liver with fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Yeah.
I like when he's beating that cop to death with the billy club.
Oh, I was just thinking that when he does this, and you don't even see it,
Like
but
this.
you feel it. Like,
And you see the blood hit his face, and he's doing. If you notice, he's doing it to the beat of that classical music. He's hitting it to the exact beat of the classical music.
Oh yeah.
It's like, and then of course the reveal. You know, when he takes the guy's face off in the ambulance. Like the first time I was working in the theater, and the first time I saw that whole thing, it was just like, oh my god, what a movie! I mean, yeah, awesome, just awesome movie making.
You guys remember Manhunter? The
Yes.
Silence of the Lambs.
Manhunt.
I had it on
Yes.
VHS.
That was a great flick, man. Creepy as hell.
Yeah, another tall guy. That tall guy with the hair lip thing and all that. And the Inagata scene, you know, with that Inagata.
Oh, God, yeah. Jeez.
Hey, do you guys remember that movie Suspiria?
oh yeah.
I do.
Yeah. The music, everything, man. That movie would spook me out.
No, that was a foreign film, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It wasn't
Germany.
Italian or
I thought it
German.
was it German? I thought it was German.
I know I saw it on VHS. It was like way before Blockbuster, early days of the VCRs, and we'd go to the little local store, and we always went to the horror section, and we rented every
that the
horror
ballet?
film.
Was that the ballet?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the Italian. That's the Italian.
Oh, the Italian. Okay, yeah, okay.
There's two versions of that. There's a newer one that they did.
Wow.
I remember the old one. That and like you ever see the little girl that lives down the lane with Jodie Foster?
No.
Yeah, old school. That's a long time. Yeah, that's a old.
Well, Martin Sheen is in it, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was a made-for-TV movie, right?
I don't know if it was made for TV.
It came out at the movies first. It came out at the movies.
I saw it on VHS.
I don't know, Steve.
You know, in the early 80s or when the
Yeah,
VHS came out. But Martin Sheen plays this creep from in town that likes little girls, right? He plays a pedophile. And I'm thinking, like, you know, I know it was a French film, and they have some pretty risque stuff going on with Jodie Foster at a young age in it. But, like, I don't know why Martin Sheen never took that part. And there's this whole horrible scene where he's in there trying to have sex with Jodie Foster, and he goes into her house, and he takes her pet hamster, and he puts a cigarette out on this poor animal and throws the hamster into the fireplace. And I mean, I'm just like, God, because I love Martin Sheen, but I'm like, why would you ever take that role? Holy crap.
Yeah. Exactly.
Some wicked stuff. That was back when we were renting Faces of Death. Literally anything that was in the horror section, we had to rent it at least once and go through the whole horror section.
Oh yeah, I remember doing that too, man.
Hey, you know, I just saw a horror movie on Tubi. It was called Blood Creek, and the guy that plays Superman, David Cavill or whatever his name was, he's in
Henry
that.
Cavill?
Yeah, Henry Cavill. He's in that movie, and then there's a scene in there where they're dragging this pig and they're getting ready to slaughter it. And I'm like, I can't watch this anymore because I love animals. And so I even Googled, I said, did they really kill a pig in that movie? You know, because I was going to get pissed. I was going to write this article about it and everything else. And they said, no, it was all fake. And I said, okay, cool.
Remember Southern Comfort?
Yes.
Remember where they gutting the hogs and that
Oh,
scene?
yeah.
Anyways, we go on and on about it.
And also, Harry, it was implied when John Travolta is slaughtering the pigs. Of course, it's off stage. You don't see it. But still, that was pretty sick.
Oh, man.
Man, but Eddie's about your movie though, Eddie. You know, so like, you know, like I said, what's been since this post production now? You pretty much wrapped it up. What's been the main thing on your mind about the whole project now that it's all, you know, to where it is?
I'm going to Facebook real quick. If you guys could, I want you guys to see. Are you online, Paul?
Yeah, I'm online. And also, too, we got about 5 minutes, and then it's going to shut down. We're going to take a 10-minute break, and you're going to get a second link so we can finish up the interview.
Yeah. And you can always share your screen if you want to show us anything.
Yeah, Eddie. Yeah. Are you able to do it or?
We'll wait till the break. Yeah. I can't. Did I lose you guys?
No. We're here.
Still here.
We're here.
Did we? My memory's kind of bad ever since I got COVID. I can't remember a lot of stuff all the time. I got that COVID 4 years ago. You know, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks with it. I swear, or it's either that or just old age, right?
Yeah, old age. Yeah.
Did we talk about mainly melons last time?
Yes.
Talk about the werewolf at all?
Yeah, we did talk.
about
We did talk about it. Yeah, melon heads.
the werewolf.
Oh, werewolf.
No, did we talk?
I don't think the werewolf.
I think we
I don't remember us talking
a little
about
bit. We
werewolf.
talked about melon heads a lot more.
Yeah.
I
Tell
remember
us a
werewolf.
little bit about the werewolf.
Maybe we could talk about that in the second half. Maybe?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sure.
That'd be great.
Well, what's the name of the werewolf movie?
It's called Bite. B-Y-T-E.
BYT. Okay, yeah, we did talk about that, but we can talk about it some more. Is that one on Tubi as well?
Yeah, and it's funny because Jeff Miller, he produced it. He gave me the money to make it, and I went